What's going on, fam? So I'm back with another video, but it's a hair video. It's straightening, and I just did it on some quickness. It's not like fancy silk pressy type stuff. So I hope you enjoy. I wanted to be sure to have a white tooth comb for detangling. Also, a rat tail comb is best for parting, and you want to make certain you have some clips and some good brushes. I want to start by detangling my hair. I use some of my homemade spray, then I use the heat protectant, and then I use a little bit of the olive oil sheen. You do not want to be heavy handed with the olive oil sheen, but you do want to make certain you cover all of your hair with the heat protectant. The olive oil sheen will weigh your hair down, and you want to keep it nice and flowy. I start detangling my hair from the very bottom, and I work my way up to the top. You want to be as gentle as possible. Also, when you put your sprays in your hair, you want to use a soft bristled brush to make certain that you distribute the products through your hair evenly. That way it covers all of the strands of your hair rather than leaving any piece dry. Y'all, this detangling brush is everything. It covers every section of your hair, every strand. It's like a soft bristle brush mixed with a hard bristle brush. It is really good for detangling. That's what it's made for. Soft bristle brush is important because it helps distribute everything through every strand. You really want to use one. I normally part my hair differently. I actually start my hair differently, but for the sake of the camera, I decided to do it to where you guys can see it. I normally section my hair off completely different. It's normally like from the back to the front, but again, for the camera, I decided to do it this way. The rat tail comb is important to me because I want to make certain that section of hair is detangled. I also use it for the chase method. It's easier to part with as well. My Andis flat iron is on 400 degrees because my hair can handle that. I do not suggest people who aren't familiar with straightening their hair to start on that temperature. You want to do a test piece in the back with a low temperature and work your way up. You could possibly burn your hair off. I'm sorry that I make ugly faces, y'all. Anyway, I try to do one pass. Sometimes I do have to do a little more, but it's not the best idea. There's times where I'll part my hair a little too thick, and you really want to do small sections. Try not to make the section too big. The parts that you see me doing, that's actually the size I try to do all over my head. And even when I do that, I break it in half and or I'll break it in three. I do not try to do that entire piece at once. This is what I meant when I said that I break my parts down. I don't want that section to be more than 1.5 inches because I want to make my hair as straight as possible. That section was done in 3 parts because, again, I don't like to go over 1.5 inches. As you can see, when I finished this part right here, I wasn't completely satisfied. So I grabbed a piece from the back and went over it one more time. Okay, so Once I got higher up, I started looking at my ends and I was not crazy about it. So I decided to pull my scissors out yet again and start clipping. The section of my hair that looks bald, my head was actually cut open 5 times. I have incisions going in different directions. So I promise you it's not bald spots, it's just old incision wounds. Y'all, I am finally done straightening my hair. Y'all have no idea the excitement. So I'm doing this comb through to show you guys the colors of my hair. It's blue, green, and purple. Also, I wanted to show you guys that my hair still flows and it's not stiff and stuck in one spot. I just noticed something. I am so surprised I'm not bald on the left side of my head. My head, again, like I said, was cut open 5 times. I got 5 surgeries on my head. I am surprised I'm not bald over there. Okay, right as I was about to start this process, my half-inch curling iron broke. I had to switch to my Conair 1.5-inch curling iron, and you're about to see me do a process. It's basically just to show you guys how you can curl your hair and the curls actually stay in. Like I said, I only wanted to put a bump on the end of mine, but I also wanted to give you guys an idea on how you're supposed to curl your hair for your curls to last. Okay, I told you guys I'm already using the Conair 1.5-inch curling iron. When you're curling your hair, you want to section your hair off first. Don't make your parts too big. I make my parts horizontally it's 2 inches and going upward it's an inch. Just as you see me roll the curling iron up, that's basically how you would like to do it to keep a bouncy curl. You could use the comb like I'm doing right there to protect your scalp and your skin. As far as you wanting bouncy curls, you want to let the curl fall into your hand when you release it. Do not let it fall straight down. That's just as if you were to take clothes out of a dryer, put it directly into a basket. Obviously, if you let it cool, it's going to become wrinkled. If you take it straight out, it's less wrinkled. Basically, same concept with your hair. If you keep it pinned up, it's going to stay curled. So you pin it up, let it cool, and after you complete your entire head, you can release it. But I would allow every curl to cool first. You could also spray it with a little hairspray, well, holding hairspray. And don't be too heavy-handed because you will not be able to run your fingers through your curls whatsoever. Okay, as I told you all, I just wanted a bump on the end, so I basically just did the pin curls in the front to show you guys what you would do if you wanted a head full of curls. I do not. So I'm basically about to show you the takedown in the front. The curls are not perfect because again, I only wanted a bump. So guys, I moved into this lighting so you guys could see all the colors. I felt like you didn't get a good look at them when I was in the other lightings. After you wrap your hair, you should sit under a dryer for about 15 minutes. If you don't have a dryer, you can put a shower cap on and use a regular held hand blow dryer and go around your head within a circle on the low temperature. When I am taking my wrap down, I use my fingers to loosen it up some. Then I'll use the white tooth comb and comb it down. Family, if y'all enjoyed that video, please give me a big thumbs up. Any newcomers, please become a part of the family and hit that subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell. That way you're notified every single time I drop a new one. You can follow me on all my social media platforms. They're always listed below. Thank you so much for watching. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Deuces.